All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Late to Work. This is a hot take. I just want to fair warn you that there might be a lot of swearing because this topic really gets me pissed off, really gets me riled up that Hollywood is allowing these elites to get away with peddling and molesting children out in the open. Today, we're going to be talking about Woody Allen, better known as Haywood Allen. He's an American filmmaker, actor, and comedian whose career spans more than 6 decades. Allen has received many accolades, including the most nominations for the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. Wow, sounds like a great guy. Sounds like a great guy. You know, he's got a lot of accolades. Um in 1985, after 6 years with Allen, they're talking about Mia Farrow and Woody Allen. Mia Farrow and Woody Allen adopted Dylan, an infant-born baby in Texas. In the HBO documentary, Mia Farrow asserts that Woody Allen specifically asked for a little blonde girl during the adoption process. Let's talk about grooming folks to the highest degree. This guy's a piece of shit. Woody Allen, at 56, adopted Dylan, as well as Moses Farrow, another one of Mia's sons, who was 13 at the time. Let me remind you that Mia Farrow also had a daughter named Suni that Woody Allen helped raise. Woody Allen is now in a relationship with Suni. Mia Farrow found naked pictures of her daughter Suni that Woody Allen helped raise in Woody Allen's apartment. He was grooming her from the beginning. So here's part of the allegation. August 5th, 1992, family friend Casey Pascal's babysitter, who was at the Farrow's home at the time of the alleged assault, told Pascal that she witnessed what she deemed an inappropriately intimate physical interaction between Woody Allen and Dylan in the living room. So I have a phone call. It's very chilling. Be prepared. This is a phone call between Mia Farrow and Woody Allen, and she's calling him out for molesting their daughter, Dylan. Viewer discretion advised.
You have to. It's way beyond that now. What you've done to Suni, what you've done to Dylan, what you've done to Dylan. Dylan's a baby. How could you do that to her? I don't know anything of the kind. I know what Dylan tells me. You've told me nothing but lies. Dylan tells the truth and consistently. No, I don't know that, Woody. I've always been worried about you and Dylan. And I didn't know the doctor had to report this to the authorities. I didn't know that. I went just to be sure she was all right. And she's not all right, Woody. She walks around the house holding her vagina. She sleeps with me. She's scared of you. And you hurt her. And I feel pretty guilty myself that I wasn't there to protect her. She said, Mommy, you didn't help me. She said, Daddy shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have hurt me like that. If you hurt her, you would weep inside. And you would just want to be dead. Because I don't know how you can live with what you did.
Okay. That's chilling. This guy is a monster to the highest degree. But listen to this. In September of 1993, Frank Macco, the Connecticut state's attorney at the helm of the investigation into the assault allegations, announced that he would not be pressing charges against Woody, although he said that he had probable cause to prosecute and did believe that Dylan had been assaulted. He wished to spare Dylan the trauma of taking the stand as the lead witness in a high-profile trial. Woody Allen was never prosecuted or charged in connection with these allegations. Folks, why on Woody Allen's About profile does it say that he is a great filmmaker with many accolades? Why doesn't it say he's a pedophile who's taking the innocence of children? Don't mess with the children. And Hollywood is allowing this to happen and sweeping it under the rug. The state's attorney said that he knew that she was assaulted, but he's not going to press charges because he doesn't want to put Dylan through that trauma. We're going to let him get away with this because I don't want Dylan to go through more trauma. I'm sure she might go through a little bit of trauma, but at the end of the trial, when he gets convicted and put away in prison, she's going to get some relief. And Hollywood is backing these pedophiles to the highest degree, and I'm sick of it. Here's Dylan's testimony.
Let's go to August 4th, 1992. And if you could tell us what happened that day.
I was taken to a small attic crawl space in my mother's country house in Connecticut by my father. He instructed me to lay down on my stomach and play with my brother's toy train that was set up. And he sat behind me in the doorway. And as I played with the toy train, I was sexually assaulted. As a 7-year-old, I would have said he touched my private parts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which I did say.
All right.
As a 32-year-old, he touched my labia and my vulva with his finger.
I wanted to play a clip from 60 Minutes, an interview.
This is the part that's really chilling.
That he did at the time, where he was asked about that incident. Are you okay with looking at it? You okay?
Isn't it illogical that I'm going to, at the height of a very bitter, acrimonious custody fight, drive up to Connecticut, where nobody likes me in the house. I'm with a house full of enemies. I mean, Mia was so enraged at me, and she had gotten all the kids to be angry at me, that I'm going to drive up there and suddenly, on visitation, pick this moment in my life to become a child molester. It's just incredible. If I wanted to be a child molester, I had many opportunities in the past. I could have quietly made a custody settlement with Mia in some way and done it in the future. I mean, it's so insane.
What do you say to that?
I'm really sorry.
Don't apologize.
I thought I could handle it.
Are you crying because of what he said or seeing him? What is upsetting you?
He's lying, and he's been lying for so long. And it is difficult for me to see him and to hear his voice.
Terrible, folks. These are the people that Hollywood are putting on the TV screens in front of you. They're the ones directing, and they're the puppets calling the shots on the in Hollywood. And they're allowing this shit to happen. And it's really, I'm fed up with it. Here is Woody's response to what Dylan says about the molestation.
Then would Alan's 7-year-old daughter tell a Connecticut doctor otherwise?
Either she has been...
And here's the thing. She reported it to her doctor. And her doctor's a mandated reporter. So it's not like they're just making this up for money. I mean, they could possibly be doing that, but she told her doctor. And in the phone call, if you heard, Mia was saying, I didn't know the doctor had to report it. I was just making sure she was okay physically. I just wanted her to get checked up by the doctor to make sure she's okay, because she's walking around covering her private parts all day, and she's scared of you, you monster. So the doctor had to report it.
Coached methodically.
Connecticut doctor otherwise?
Either she has been coached methodically to tell the story because...
By Mia?
By Mia, yeah. Because first of all, several weeks before it happened, Mia called me on the phone and said, in the course of an argumentative phone call, she said, I have something very nasty planned for you. And I said, what are you going to do, shoot me?
When did this happen?
This happened several weeks or a month before the allegations.
This was last summer.
Yes, this was a month before this happened. And on many, many occasions, over the phone and in person, Mia had said to me, you took my daughter and I'm going to take yours.
What did she mean by that?
She meant by it that I had formed a relationship with her 21-year-old daughter, and she was going to get my daughter, who's Dylan, I only have one daughter. That's what she meant. She was going to seek
Take her away.
Her revenge that way, yes.
Because of your affair with Sun Yi?
Yes, yes, absolutely. You took my daughter, I'm going to take your daughter.
Alan contends that from the moment Mia Farrow discovered the nude pictures he'd taken of Sun Yi, she considered him morally guilty of child molesting, even though Sun Yi was legally an adult. A month before the alleged incident with Dylan, Alan says he found this note on a door while he was at Farrow's house for Dylan's birthday.
So Suni is Farrow's other adopted child who Woody helped raise. And by the way, he's married to her now. When they started dating, Alan was 56 and Sun Yi was 21. But Mia Farrow found nude pictures of her in Woody Allen's apartment long before that.
It reads, child molester at birthday party. Molded, then abused one sister, now focused on youngest sister. Family disgusted.
Mia wrote that note. That's her handwriting.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Alan says he's always been a devoted father, a constant presence in his children's lives. And he's threatened a lawsuit over a recent magazine article that implied he had an unhealthy obsession with Dylan. Not so, according to Alan, who says if Mia Farrow had problems with his behavior towards Dylan, she didn't raise them when it came time for him to adopt her daughter.
Yeah, remember when he was adopting her, he asked for a little blonde girl? Sounds a little specific. Grooming. He was grooming these girls from the beginning. These are the monsters that are making these films in Hollywood. Anyways, here's a little bit talking about the photos of Sun Yi.
Absolutely in character that she has made it up quite calculatingly.
And what about...
By the way, he was talking about Dylan right there. It's totally in character that she would make this up quite calculated at 7 years old.
Sun Yi, who Alan has said he's deeply in love with and turned his life around. And what about the way Mia discovered their affair?
I mean, she found out about it by finding some rather embarrassing pictures.
Yes. Correct. I mean, what is the question?
Get a little uncomfortable there, eh?
I presume that's not the way you wanted her to find out. Or did you want her to find out?
I never really thought that. I never thought about it. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. I think eventually, as that situation got more and more serious, I would have told her about it.
One of the reoccurring themes in your movies over the years has been the question of guilt. And I think one of the things that seems to bother people a lot about this is the fact that from your initial statements, there was no sense at all that you had done anything questionable or wrong.
Well, from where I sat, of course, I understand why people think that, and they're correct in their perceiving it that
Yeah, they are correct in perceiving it that way because you're a pedophile weirdo.
way. From where I sat, I did not feel that, but I can see
It
what...
never occurred to you that this was going to be controversial, that
Look,
that there might be a problem here?
it's conceivable. Yes, it's conceivable to me that it's controversial, that it was controversial. I understand that, and as I say, I take full responsibility for that.
Did you have any reservations about it?
Reservations about what?
About getting involved with Sun Yi?
Did I have I didn't have reservations because I had this. It was a totally separate thing. What I'm getting at here is there has been an attempt to link my relationship with Suni with charges of child molestation. They're two completely different things. I have an adult relationship with Suni. Those people that feel they want to feel that it's questionable or not their taste, or she's too young for me, or she's Mia's daughter, or whatever they want to think, I'll take that heat. I'm responsible for that. I accept all the criticism that they want. You know, that it's my life and it's Suni's life, and I accept that. That does not mean that I should be charged with child molestation.
Is this still an ongoing relationship with you?
Yes, yes. I mean, she's away at school, and so it's limited by that. And
she's away at school. This guy's like 70 years old in this. Doesn't that seem a little weird?
A few years to go before she graduates, and that's what she's mostly focused on is getting her education.
Monster.
But yes, it is ongoing.
Yeah, it is ongoing. I'm still an ongoing predator. Here's a little bit more of the 60 Minutes.
A gigantic industry has been built on a total non-event. And when I say a total non-event, I mean a total non-event. It wasn't as if, I tickled my daughter or something and much has been exaggerated. I'm saying nothing at all. I mean, I went up and played with the kids, read them stories, did my usual things. We played out on the lawn and had a wonderful time with them. And out of this has grown lawyers and psychologists and district attorneys and private investigators. And I mean, I'm saying it's a multi-million-dollar industry that has sprouted up over a total non-event.
It may be a non-event to Woody Allen.
Yeah, so him and Mia Farrow were together 12 years. Imagine being together with somebody 12 years. He helps raise your daughter and then marries her, and you find naked pictures of her. This is just sick, man. And that's what pisses me off is all these allegations, and they just dropped the charges. The district attorney literally said it. He literally said that he knows that Dylan was assaulted, but didn't want to put her through more trauma. That drives me crazy. I'm sorry, but that's just insane to me. And on his about profile, it says he's got all these accolades and he's so great. No, he's a pedophile. I don't know. I'll believe the evidence. Listen to that phone call again that I played at the beginning. Listen to how powerful that is. Mia was talking to Woody and bringing up the allegations, telling him that Dylan is scared of you. You're a monster. How could you do this to the children? She was just a 7-year-old child and you took her innocence. She walks around covering up her private parts. She sleeps with her mother and she's scared of you, Woody. That's what the phone call said. And once again, this is what Hollywood is allowing to happen because of these elites have such a stranglehold on what's going on in Hollywood. All right, folks, thank you for tuning in. I hope I didn't get too riled up, cuss too much. This topic just gets me really pissed off. You can do a lot of things, a lot of sin. Humans sin, but don't take the innocence of children. Don't fuck with the kids. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you can check out my next video and you'll be updated on when I'm going to drop something new. Thank you for tuning in. Late to work, baby.